that is not a puzzle piece.
Warning. The following unboxing shenanigans are performed by trained professionals of chaos. IndieRPM and the Curio Hunter are not responsible for rare card envy or the spontaneous sudden urge to buy an entire case of trading cards. Their mission: to open card packs so you don't have to. They're here to show you what's inside before you buy, especially those non-sport trading cards you love. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to join the madness. Interact with the boys live and enter for a chance to be their weekly winner. You've been warned. Let's unbox the universe.
The live stream is about to start. Even the boys don't know what will happen, so buckle up and prepare for the unexpected, and unbox the universe.
How's that for an entrance? Well, welcome back. I'm IndieRPM, and this is my buddy,
the Curio Hunter.
And you're watching, as we're watching, everyone come into our live stream here. Bear with me just a second. I'm going to update the chat here. For those of you who aren't aware, we do live unboxings of card sets so you don't have to.
And I will say, for this week's episode, we are actually celebrating IndieRPM's birthday. It's nowhere near his birthday. We missed that. But we figured we'd come back and try to play a little catch-up and do something that I know is pretty near and dear to his heart. So this week we're looking at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rise of the Turtles collector card box.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to like it. Or at least I think you're going to like it. Well,
I know I'm going to like it.
Yeah, I got a pretty good feeling he's going to like it. So,
okay. Wow, thanks, man.
You can see who it's made by there on the back. And I know how good you are at pronouncing names. But this one's not even in English. So obviously I'm just setting him up there. But to give you, we don't have any history. This is our first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles box that we've ever unboxed.
Yeah.
But I do have, from doing some research, I've got a few stats for this particular product. I believe there is 1 hit pack and 10 regular packs. And in the regular packs, there are 3 cards per pack. Now, I don't want you to get all excited.
Okay.
But about the hit pack, anyway. Some boxes have a hit pack. It's different in style, different in color. I mean, you can obviously tell. And I believe this one is no different. Some card making companies do that. Some do not. This particular one does. However, I'm going to tell you right now, from all the research that I've done, the hit pack is going to be a puzzle piece.
Oh, okay.
So I say we open it up first. I've seen other people, they waited until the end, and then it's been a puzzle piece. I don't know if it's a 4-piece, a 6-piece, an 8-piece puzzle. We may never get, a complete one. So, it is what it is. I can say, though, that there are 90 cards in the base set.
Well, this is it here, right?
That should be the hit pack, yes. There are 90 cards in the base set with 54 of what they call SSR rarity and 36 of the UR rarity. And usually in a pack, there are 2 of the SSRs and 1 UR or higher. And the UR has many different styles and /sets. Some things that we could consider to be hits. If we get a QR or a chibi style, that's sort of the those little animated things. If you've watched our Star Wars pre-release or the Assassin's Creed, you might recognize those sort of animated style cards. So we see some of that. that would be considered a hit. If we see one that's a GR, that would be a hit. SP and HD especially, because those are usually numbered out of 250.
Okay.
And there are others. Again, there's limited research out there, or limited information, so that's the best guess that we've got based upon the research we've been able to do. So that's what I've got for us.
Okay.
So I think the thing to do, he's getting the set dressing all figured out here, is we can go ahead and divide some up, but you might as well open that one up.
You think?
I don't think.
Let's let the chat decide.
Sure.
I want a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up means you want us to open the big pack right now. Thumbs down means that you want us to wait until we've opened these other packs. What do you want us to do?
All right. It's in your hands.
I was looking at the art on these.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that one. Yeah, I like it. It's not too dissimilar. I wish I had some of my art to show, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it looks like we're opening it up now. So,
all right.
In the bottom, it's gold.
So that is not a puzzle piece. Well, hot dog.
See, we should have waited.
All that research for nothing. Well, I can tell you, we're one of the few channels that actually got something in their hit pack. Oh my, we're probably screaming. Hopefully we're not blowing out anybody's speakers right now.
P234. Oh, it's got a number. Number 47-100. I believe that
is a hit. Let me. Yeah. I will knock my glasses off.
I'm gonna fix this here since we pulled a Donatello.
Oh,
we can't have Raphael representing anymore. Let's let him grab. He just showed up big for us, so.
I cannot believe that. Well, I guess I can. Just goes to show. You wanna drop that in there and we'll get it all cased up. All right.
You know, we were talking about this, and I'm curious what the chat would say. But I think we get that graded.
You know,
because you can't have a bent corner or anything like that. We've put it directly into the case. If nothing else, for sentimental value for me.
There you go. I mean, so as far as I'm concerned,
if we were going to do one, it should be a Turtles card, I think.
Most of these boxes that we've been opening have been ones that I've kind of picked out and stuff like that. So I'm thinking like any of these cards that you want to add to your collection. This is essentially your box, buddy. So.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you, man. Well, I assume a big hit like this. Oh, that oscillating feature is very nice. It actually works really well.
That is just so nice. And like, I just can't believe that.
I'm excited. Like, it's only uphill from here, right?
I was going to say, like, if we were to want to get more boxes, I got an acquaintance.
I'm just saying,
got a line on them.
I would really appreciate one of those in a Raphael. That'd be pretty phenomenal.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. That is a great way to start the night here. So happy birthday, buddy!
When my cheeks are hurting tomorrow because I've been smiling the whole episode. I've been begging him. We've been discussing it. Most of the time in the channel, we keep it sort of low key, mainly because we're opening sets that we don't know about because you guys don't know about. That's sort of why we're here. But we have here recently been blessed with some pretty miraculous cards, and I notice our excitement level is slowly progressing. For me, it was exciting because, okay, this is the first. Well, that's not true. For those of you that are curious, we've done a lot. I think 10 Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
15th anniversary boxes. And the reasoning is, there's a good reason behind it. Of the card series that we have looked at, and we have looked at a ton, the fandom seems big for it, but there's just not a lot of general information as far as like what's included in the packs. How do you finish out a full set? Mm-hmm. So with Curio Hunter doing basically the analytics or the statistics off of it, we're going to continue opening boxes because we want to see what a full set looks like. If nothing else, for educational purposes for all of you. Mm-hmm. But to get with that, I've just been thrilled. That's a great way to start an episode.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
I was just downplaying it, it's a puzzle piece, it's not going to be anything special. Here we go. What can you say? Yeah, I'm stoked. I am stoked for that. That is an excellent one. And I would, just like we were saying, if we get anything numbered, that's a big hit, and that's a big hit.
Yeah.
I've not seen that on other channels where I've been, doing some research and stuff. I've not seen that. So they got to come from somewhere, but I didn't know where. So
okay.
Well, do we want to get into the?
the regular
packs?
I can't wait any longer.
All right.
Here we go. I know I talked a bunch, but I'm ready to dive in. Okay. It's a fairly big pack compared to.
Right.
As a novice, there's it's interesting the things that we pick up on, just like weight, like a big thing. I've been curious about just the packaging and how it all works, but I've noticed the actual size of the card versus the package. There's a big difference there. Not that it matters. I think it displays these turtles really well, and it presents well. I'm just curious by the nature of it.
How do we want to do this? Sort of a back and forth?
Yeah.
Like we normally do?
Yeah, let's go ahead and move down.
Just off that, knock the camera on.
Yeah, put him over there. That. Make sure everyone can see. Get this adjusted.
Side of the frame for everyone. That's just so good.
Well, something's going on with one of these cards because it's laying funny. That's okay. I'm going to go first. SSR. Now I'm trying to decipher if I can pick it out. Well, I can tell what it is. It looks like it is the turtles on one corner of a brick wall, clearly in the sewer, and the foot soldiers on the other side. But that sort of gives you an idea.
And I like their, I'm going to say, vintage TV framing or whatever.
But that looks a lot like the 2003 TMNT cartoon. The animation, anyways, looks very similar.
So I think that, the pictures span a lot of different properties.
See, that's the film.
So you can, and I unfortunately don't know as much about
some of the films. I can look at this one real quick.
So, like the Michael Bay one?
It is.
Okay.
But this is Out of the Shadows. It's the sequel to the Bay one, and that's Donatello. So our second Donatello card, actually third, because Donatello's in that one as well, but Donatello was our big pull so far tonight. Not a lot of love for these guys, but being a big fan like I am, I own the films. I've watched them. So, all right. Next, me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. There's a really good... This is off topic, but there's a very high probability. There's a friend of mine. I'm going to send him this video after we watch it. Mm-hmm. Frank Fosco. He's a comic book artist for Image Comics, but he's done a big run of TMNT. I remember now he has some cards. Mm-hmm. If we hit one of his, I will get him to do a video of him signing it. And back, and I'll show you the process of it. So cross your fingers we find something with his on it. But I was looking at the art style, and it reminded me of Joe Dodd, which made me think Frank. But it just appears, it looks like it's off their first comic book cover, like a homage type pose there.
All right, next one, we got a little Michelangelo action.
Looking good. So what's the SSR?
So different card companies have different ratings, and that's just one of their rarities. But essentially for this particular set, that is their base rarity.
Okay, well this one's a hollow and is Krang. And I've noticed it's got just a bit of a bend to it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, just slightly. And we have talked about this before. We have seen some of these, whether you call them holographic, some are foil. When they do the extra printing like this, there's a tendency for the card to want to fold in on itself a little bit.
Now, so I've got, for my UR,
Yeah.
again, we said there's 2 SSRs, 1 UR
Yeah.
per pack. I got the shredder. Mm-hmm. And in the videos that I have seen of other unboxings, I said there are different UR sets, but they don't seem to mix them up a lot within a box. So, like, for whatever reason, when they're stuffing the packs or whatever, they tend to get a lot of the same one. I mean, it's not copies, but a lot of the same ones from the set. So you might get the Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo, Shredder. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I think
it says
it's
you
similar.
are.
So
yeah.
So we might see more styles of this. I'd be interested to see if we see more styles of that in the next packs that we open.
When I was in like 3rd grade, there's another channel that also does unboxings. It's called the Trainer Pack, and it's a buddy of mine from grade school, and I can remember opening TMNT cards with him, and yeah, this is bringing back a lot of memories of that. Shout out to the Trainer Pack. Up first for me, we get a little bit of everybody. So we have this, I guess, what is it? Turtles Forever is what they call it. But if you look, there's from the 1987 cartoon, the more recent 2014, and then in the very back there, well, I guess it's just 87 2014.
All right, there we go.
Another Donatello. Actually, no, that's got them all, and they're all wearing black masks. That's really cool. That's a cool card. Ooh, a Ronin card would be awesome, too. Do you know the story of Ronin?
No.
So, it's the most popular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle story that exists now. It's a recent comic book. Okay. Even though the original creators had sold off the properties, one of the creators, Kevin Eastman, and another guy, and I apologize, I'll put it right here, that did the book. But the story is 3 of the turtles have all died. There's only 1 turtle left. And he's the last Ronin. So a Ronin is just a samurai without a master. And it's sort of like a story of him trying to cope with being on his own and also trying to avenge his family. But people debate it a lot because he wears a black mask. And that's what made me think of it.
Gotcha.
I won't spoil it, but the reveal of which turtle it actually is pretty mind-blowing. Most people didn't see it coming. So
Gotcha.
But anyways, black mask, that's what made me think of that.
It's not going to take a lot to get Indy talking about
turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Make sure I have that figure up there. Oh,
I'm going to have half the wall on the table by
yeah.
the time we're done here.
That's interesting. On the back of the card it says Michelangelo, but he's wearing blue.
Yeah, I think that's just the logo for those particular backs.
Yeah. Bebop and Rocksteady. We got a Warthog there. Bebop. That was really nice. I think I'm gonna love all this. Oh,
that looks like a Michelangelo. Well,
nope. That is actually a friend of mine. Did that original artwork. I don't know how they got access to it because he's just on DeviantArt. That is Donatello, actually. Actually,
like
no.
It's nunchucks.
No, it is. You're right. So he did a whole series of them. I'll link it right here. But yeah, it's a friend of mine that done all those.
Well, we don't know for sure
how
legit this box is. You know what I mean?
Doesn't matter to me.
I mean, just, you know.
Yeah.
So that also brings, though, into a question, though, whether the card could be graded if, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know a lot of the rules around how grading and stuff, but, you know, I guess if it's questionable or whatever.
Like, this just appears to be a screen grab from the video game Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so that one makes sense.
Right. I'm sitting here enjoying looking at the cards, forgetting I'm supposed to actually be doing something here. Showing them off.
This is a Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, original creators. It's not like the first drawing of them, but it is a drawing by the original creators. That's Chibi or whatever.
Well,
you think?
No, because it'd be a QR
on
the rarity if it was. But although that is
close,
sort
big
of style
heads,
of animation.
Turtles naturally. So we had Bebop. Here's his best friend, Rocksteady. That's Donatello.
That's a Donatello.
Yeah.
Coming up.
From the same series.
There we go. Try to get it to where there's no glare.
I would want to find out whether or not he authorized the printing of that. If he did, I can probably get both those signed as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'll look into that.
And
wouldn't it be weird if we found one of my own drawings in here? I'll sign it for you right now.
We can only hope at this point.
Well, there's plenty of them out there. Okay. Let's see what we got first. Another screen grab from the video game. It's got my favorite turtle, though, Raphael, in it. That's one of the rock soldiers, I believe he's fighting there. Michelangelo. That's I think that's the second one of those we've gotten. Another screen grab. This one appears to be Leonardo. Some type of bot or obstacle that you have to face. Surprisingly, I haven't actually played this game. I have it in my Steam library, just never got to it. Cover for the first movie.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Well, we almost have a full set. That's Raphael from that same series.
There's still a chance.
Yeah.
But I assume so.
Leonardo.
Have we seen Splinter yet either? And there's an
There's Splinter, Shredder.
Did we see a Shredder, or was that from a different?
Yeah.
That was a different one.
Yeah. Bebop and Rocksteady. So both of those, and that's where he ended up.
I've got something different.
Oh.
Here. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a ZR. Interesting.
Looks like another hit to me.
Yeah. I mean, and this thing is thick. Like,
yeah,
you can see, like, compared to the other ones, you know. I mean,
yeah.
There's a distinct thickness there. But how about that?
Yeah, I dig it. And that appears you should probably at least sleeve this one.
Is it going to fit in the sleeve? Because
I think it may have to go in that magnetic one.
We'll have to get. Is that even thick enough?
I don't know.
Last pack magic here.
Man, that went too quick. Pull out another one of them. That's the quickest it's ever went. I'm like, oh man. Okay.
Let's see if I can't find something that it'll fit in.
Well, up first for me. Just all four turtles. I don't recognize the artists. A lot of those I normally would. Not that one.
This may be so thick that it doesn't fit in the. I'm going to throw out my doubts right now, but just a thick.
Boy, that
it ain't gonna. We're not gonna make it.
That's that's not the first one we've gotten that thick. It may not hurt to get. I didn't even realize cards came that thick when I was collecting as a.
Get a. I don't know. They make some. I don't know what they call it, but harder plastic ones or whatever that are open at the top. Okay.
Seen that one before. We had that one already. Okay, me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't recognize the artist either. I was hoping I did. Just the 4 turtles. What's interesting?
And we're quickly coming into the dilemma where if you look at all of our unboxing videos, you'll notice that I tend to have more hits than Indie. However, here lately, Indie has been pulling the quality hits, and I've just been pulling the quantity of hits and stuff. So, and you can't beat a numbered. I mean, that's gold. That's a golden card. Can't beat that number. I think you're up next.
I forgot to. Oh, hey. There we go. Leonardo.
That rounds it out. All right.
So at least we have all 4 turtles in that.
And then I've got another thick one, and this is a
Donatello
ZR.
So Donatello representing tonight.
This was a big box for him.
Well, because that's Michelangelo. Donatello. Boy, I tell you what, to get all the hits tonight up here.
So I didn't know what I was expecting for this box, but I'm going to say exceeded is definitely the word in my mind.
I not for the interest of my own self, but I would be curious to see if this, like, instinct tells me not every box is going to come out looking like this.
Right. Yeah.
This seems like a lot of cards.
Maybe it knew that we were celebrating your birthday, and it just, it came together for us.
Man, I even feel like all these were great. Did we have a full...
Let
me look here.
So while he's getting that out, I want to ask, are there any questions in the comments or things that we may have missed? By the way, that dude Mendoza.
Oh, yeah.
So
what up?
Are there any questions that you may have? What cards do you think are the most valuable here tonight? And I also want to ask, has anyone else opened one of these turtle boxes? And if so, what were your best cards? Maybe your best hits? And also, we kind of want to know, has anyone bought, a pack or whatever after we've sort of reviewed one of them? Because we want to make sure that we're giving you quality content, giving you the information that you want. So if you have any suggestions or things that you think we could give better information on, or things that we could do better, please let us know. Because we want to mold this channel. I mean, we're having a blast doing it together. You couldn't ask for more. Having a good buddy to do this with. But, if there's something that we can do to make it better, a better experience, please let us know.
So I was going through these real quick. So of what we got in here, which I don't think would be very common, we'll do the big hits real quick. If you notice, we've got 2 of these that appear to be holographic foil, thick cards.
Thick, yeah.
Yeah, thick boys. Donatello, Michelangelo. So big we didn't even have a case for. Curio Hunter convinced us into opening the thing because he assumed it was going to be a puzzle piece. It turned out we hit the big hit. Number 47 out of 100, Donatello, gold card. And then now looking at the rest of this, I've been able to decipher what we have here. So we ended up with a few. These are original art cards. So you can expect a pretty good pile of that. There were just a couple of screen grabs from the actual box series that it's named after, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There were just about as many as original art cards as there were for Michael Bay's. And then these aren't just original art. I believe these are actually from a comic book panel. So while they are art cards, those are comic book related. And then of your foils, 4 of them I know our very popular artist, man, and I apologize, I'm horrible with names, on DeviantArt had done these. But we almost had the original. If we had a Splinter card, we'd have had the original 8. First, when the Ninja Turtles first came out, the first toys, we'd have hit all 8 with a Splinter. But we didn't have it.
So I'm not familiar with
Krang. So he is a creature from the Dimension X. Untom, I think, is a term for it. He is actually the main villain for this Michael Bay movie, Out of the Shadows.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
But no, if you took him out and had a Splinter there, that was the original 8. First 8 figures that you could get. And the fact that you got a card for 7 out of the 8, that's pretty good. Yeah.
So next week we're looking to do, we're changing the schedule up a little bit. We're looking to do a Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, and that is in celebration of the War of the Rohirrim's release. Although the War of the Rohirrim takes place about 200 years before The Hobbit does, but it's the closest card set that we've got to that. So we thought we would do that sort of in honor of the movie coming out. And then you've got our Christmas Eve episode. So we'll have to see what Santa may have brought us for that one.
Hopefully not cold again this year.
Well, at least it keeps the house warm.
It does.
Yeah. And then on December 31st, on New Year's Eve episode, we'll try to do a sort of a recap of the year, some of our best hits, and maybe try to tell you where we hope to take the channel into 2025. And we've already got a full lineup. Almost all of 2025 is planned. So hopefully things go according to plan and we can continue to do this. But otherwise, I also want to say, thank you to all of you, the collectors, the Unboxing Nation, for showing up and giving us the support. We really appreciate everything that you've done.
What's going on, everybody?
We encourage you to like and subscribe. I think it's coming up.
Warning. The following unboxing.
But and share it with your friends, especially if you find this content to be helpful. And what else? Oh, we want to thank those that have sent in some cards for us to open.
Yes.
We've got some, and we're going to do it after Christmas, so like in January and stuff, because I think the intention was that they were going to be like Christmas present or whatever. So we've got some cards coming in. So thank you to Larry from Illinois. And if you want to send us in something that you think we need to share with others, there's instructions on our website to do that. We do reserve the right to take a look at it beforehand because we want to keep this a family-friendly show. But of course, you wouldn't send in anything crazy anyway. But
just in case.
That's just how we're going to do it. So with that, I think you can check us out again next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Live Central, live, and we'll try to do like a midweek mini maybe on Friday, just a little something to hold you over until our Tuesday main episode. So with that, I'm IndieRPM
and the Curio Hunter,
and this has been live stream unboxings. We open trading cards so you don't have to. See you guys next week. Happy collecting.
The boys aren't just unboxers, they're forces of nature. IndieRPM once stared at a rare card so intently, it upgraded itself to a legendary Curio Hunter. He's banned from 3 card shops for pulling too many hollows in a row. Their t-shirts, crafted with a level of chaos that can only come from the boys. Their tumblers, keep your drinks as steady as Curio's hand during a high-stakes pack pull. And their hats, they're so stylish, they've been known to cause card collectors to line up just for a photo. Accessories? Oh, they've got those too. Everything you need to channel the unstoppable energy of IndieRPM and Curio Hunter. And just like their live streams, the merch is guaranteed to be 1 part chaos, 2 parts legendary. When you rep the merch, you're not just a fan, you're part of the boys' universe of mayhem. Fair warning, wearing it may cause random strangers to challenge you to a pack battle or ask for your autograph. Get your gear at unboxtheuniverse.com because the boys wouldn't settle for ordinary, and neither should you.